Pileggi Technical Services, your computers and electronics concierge service.
Welcome back. This is going to be a brief mailbag video. I'm going to open up this box I got in from Mouser today. It basically contains just a bunch of capacitors. Now, I was recently given a SRV-2000 from Roland by Dave, which is a rack mount effects, multi-effects system, I guess you could say. And he got this used, very, very lightly used, kept in good storage. However, the age of it, the electrolytic capacitors have dried up. When you plug it in, it turns on, it operates fine. However, you get like a kind of noise, like a white noise in the background of your signal. And Dave believes it's the capacitors. So he left the unit with me. We actually have a video, which should be posted sometime soon, of the two of us going through the motion of, you know, working with the boards, taking everything apart. He actually had it all apart before he brought it to me. But we had to, you know, just do some further, you know, disassembly. Once we got the boards out, we started desoldering them. I actually made up an Excel sheet to keep a list of which ones we took out, what the value was, the whole 9 yards. That was before I found this service manual, which has everything you need in it. Unfortunately, for parts, Dave ordered a lot of them from eBay. Most of them were from Chinese vendors, and unfortunately for him, some of them just never showed up. They took for a while to get to him, the ones that did show up, but the ones they still haven't shown up for him. So I ordered the rest of the parts from Mouser. He decided to go with Elna capacitors. He wanted to get a really good quality audio grade capacitor. I ended up finding that Mouser does have the same Elna caps. Some of the ones he had were just the generic Elna audio caps. Some of the other ones were the Silmic 2 style, which basically have a silk inner piece that's supposed to be really great for audio. Some of the capacitors were bipolar, and Dave didn't know that when he ordered them. I think they were 16 volt 47 microfarads, so he has a bunch of those. Fortunately, the ones he did need, he got the Silmic style. He also ordered extras, so he got the standard style. So in the build I used all the Silmics. This box has the remainder. Unfortunately, they don't have the bipolar ones in the Silmic style. They only have Nikicons. So we got the Nikicon brand, which is also a pretty good one. But anyway, let me just unbox this. This is really nothing exciting. It's just kind of a way to segue into the longer episode. This is actually the first time I've ordered stuff from Mouser. I almost said Parts Express because this kind of reminds me how they do it, because it's in one of these pink anti-static bags and you get parts from them too. So I'm just going to rip this open. This is going to be just a bunch of parts, nothing really spectacular. And see, these are all the Silmic 2. The most expensive ones obviously were these big guys. They were a couple bucks a piece. But I really love these pick bags. It gives you the part number, the manufacturer number, the description of everything on it, my invoice number, how many are in the bag. And this is a really nice system that they have for picking these things. I ordered one extra of all of these except for the large guys here, just because they're audio caps. The two of us do a lot of work with audio stuff, so we wanted to make sure we had a couple extras. Plus, as I mentioned in an earlier video, we're building TS clones, and some of the values in these capacitors also fit the TS clones we're building. And I actually started building one of them with these Silmic pieces already. So I ordered one extra specifically for that. But yeah, that's basically all there really is to it. These are the Nikicon bipolar units. See, there's a few of those. I think these are, yeah, 16 volt 10 microfarads. These are 47 microfarad. We got here 50 volt 1 microfarad. 10 volt, I'm sorry, 50 volt, 10 microfarad. And these big guys are the 1000 microfarad, 16 volt. So yeah, he's got the main board, which is the digital section with the, you know, power input side. It's got, you know, it's got the voltage regulator and all that stuff on that side of it. That's of course where the biggest capacitors are of all of it. Now we did end up using audio grade caps in some of the power sections of the board, not just the audio signal side of it, but that's fine. This ultimately should sound really good once this is done. Now I do hear you have to have, you know, like 10 hours, or some people say 50 hours, some people say 100 hours. You know, there's all different things people tell you online about how much time you need to have on these before they actually sound their best. We'll see. We'll give it some ear listening, and once we get everything set. But next time you hear about this build, it should be the actual video of us doing it and the completed project. They're actually, like I said, I did film most of it. We had to pause in the middle of the filming to get these pieces in. So the next thing will be basically me and Dave getting together, taking the board I have here, which I'll complete, and finishing the other board and putting it as a, you know, completed unit. Then we'll power it up, test it, and then hopefully the cam will be around when we do that, and we'll get a sense of how it sounds and see if it makes any improvement. Until then, thanks for watching.